The main toy that we brought with us to Argentina was our magnetic tiles and the ball run set that a family member got for my kids for their birthdays. So we also got this container that you can put all of the magnetic tiles in. It unfolds into a playmat, which is really nice for having a stable place to build a ball run like this. So I'm going to show you how I build the ball runs that I do for the kids because they both love them. I have discovered that it's best to build from the bottom up. I've also built from the top down, and it is much more complicated and things fall over a lot easier. So it's definitely the best idea to start from the bottom. You want to have a good base anyway. You want to start where the balls are going to end. You want to have a place where they can collect when they've gone through the entire ball run and you can easily access them. And then you're going to start the rest of your ball run. I really like having these curved pieces that you can double up on because if the ball is going to come around the corner, it will fall out if these are not stacked on top of each other the way I just showed. So the ball run set did come with its own magnetic tiles, but I did find that it is best to use other ones that we already had and combine them all together to get the best frame possible. The tracks for the balls just clip into the magnetic pieces that are the frames for those. It's super easy to put together, and then you can build the base for those to attach to around it. This specific set for the ball run that I will link for you comes with a bunch of different size pieces. There are long straight ones, there are short curved ones, there are longer curved ones, there are short straight ones. Comes in different variety of sizes, colors. It's really nice. And if you're wondering which brand of magnetic tiles we use a mix of a bunch of different brands. We have Magnetiles, we have Kinetics, we have a random brand that I got off of Amazon, and I'm here to tell you, using them all together, as you can see, doesn't matter what brand you use. So if you've been deterred by, let's say, the price point of Magnetiles, you don't need to be. There are less expensive ones that are on Amazon that work just as well. I will link all of those for you. The higher the ball run goes, the more support is required for the ball run on both sides. I do feel like it is better to have a thicker structure in the middle for a ball run, but I was trying to not use all of the Magnetiles because the kids like to play with them and make their own structures at the same time. So that is why this is only thinner structure in the middle. Part of the ball run kit that we got did have this kind of like circle drop part, which was really cool. It is a little bit harder to connect to some of the pieces because the bottom doesn't directly connect like the rest of the tracks do, but it is workable. The last part of doing the ball drop is the actual part where you're going to drop the balls into. And usually you do not want this to be very tall. You're going to see here that I'm going to initially make it a much taller drop than I should. It's always an experiment for me. I really have not been doing this super long, but the more I do it, the more I learn about it. This was definitely not the right size for the ball drop, and you're going to see that in just a second where I test it out and it does not work. The balls just come right off the track because they just have too much speed going down. So I ended up shortening that drop and it worked so much better. So here's the entire thing completely built. You can see all the different sides of it. Like I said, we have a mix of different brands of magnetic tiles here, and this setup works for my 15-month-old. He absolutely loves it. I've made it so that he can actually get the balls into the drop at the very top where you can see that I'm dropping them, and then you can open the little doors and pull the balls out and start over. And I will say the 15-month-old is a lot more into it than I was expecting, and he's way more gentle with it than he is when he's usually playing with the Magnetiles. If my daughter has built a Magnetile structure, he just goes and knocks the whole thing over. But if I build him a ball run track, he will play with this for at least 30 minutes before he very accidentally knocks it over. Totally fine if he knocks it over on purpose or accidentally. I don't care. I'll just rebuild it. But it's just really sweet to watch him play with it.